I think a couple experiences that have bruised me was when I allowed the men that I thought that loved and cared about me to abuse me mentally, physically, and emotionally.
So growing up, I was picked on and teased a lot by my peers, and mostly I can say I was picked on all the time, but where I guess it really got to be a big thing for me was when I was a teenager. When I was 14, I was gothic, and being black, that was kind of unheard of. Everyone was just like, you're freaking weird.
Probably the death of my parents. Losing both of them so close together was really hard. Losing one parent is hard on anyone, but it's like it was life-changing. And that definitely makes life different, makes you different.
My whole childhood was filled with abuse, physical, emotional, mental. I watched my mom every day being physically abused by her boyfriend. There wasn't a day that went by where we weren't beaten and scolded until
like many teenage girls, suffered with eating disorders, body dysmorphic disorder and all that. It started when I was probably, I want to say like 11 or 12. My dad was always into fitness, and so I had easy access to like hydroxycut and things like that. And it just kind of progressed from there, and it hit its highest point, or lowest point rather, after my breakup with my high school boyfriend.
It was one that I went through recently over the past year and a half or 2 years. I was in a relationship with someone that I loved with all my heart, but they were not good for me at all. They tore me down beyond words, emotionally, verbally, and made me into someone I was.
I turned to drugs and alcohol and a life of promiscuous activities to compensate for the love that I never got. I felt hopeless. I felt unworthy, unloved. I just felt like there was nothing in this world that was ever going to save me.
I learned that not everyone is going to like me, and that my uniqueness is something that makes me awesome. It's something that makes me me. There's no one else like me out there, and it took me a while to understand that, but once I did, I felt that I could accomplish anything. I am a firm believer in you create your own reality.
I wasn't aware of how strong I actually am. I wasn't aware of all the things that I can do. And it's definitely, in a way, kind of been a confidence booster because I've learned to rely on my own judgment and that I make sound decisions and that I have actual people that love me. God hasn't forsaken me, which was something that I definitely struggled with in the beginning, you know, when you go through something so traumatic like that. But I got this, and I'm rocking it, so.
it's taught me that family isn't who you think they are. I have come across a lot of people that have become near and dear to me. I have found love in the most unexpected places. I've learned to look at myself and realize that I'm not her. I'll never be her. I love my kids too much.
Now I can deal with things much better. I feel much stronger, that I don't need to rely on those toxic behaviors.
What I went through has taught me to not let anybody tear you down, And being a compassionate person doesn't mean that you have to fix everything that's broken or fix people who are going through a hard time.
I would say don't hop into any situation or trust just any man. You need to take your time, get to know the person, learn a lot about them, and honestly, I would seriously suggest getting married or being deeply involved with that person before you even decided to get involved in any kind of sexual activity.
I would say that it hurts now, and a part of you, it's always going to hurt, but you will grow from that. You will grow, and no matter what, it's just a part of your life. Right now, it's happening, but a year from now, it'll be in the past. If you can put that aside and just think, I just have to get through this day. I just have to get through this day, and when I get through the next, tomorrow will be another day. And just keep thinking like that, and you will succeed.
I would tell them to love yourself and not to let anyone dictate how you feel about yourself, and that it's not going to last forever, and to have the courage to move on and to have the fire inside of you to want more and never give up, because life is worth so much more than just the pain that you're being put through. And only, I think, it's cliche, but what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
There is a better tomorrow. It definitely gets better. Sorry. I definitely wish that I had listened to the people around me.
The only thing that I could say is take it day by day. I still have days where I feel like I'm not going to make it, and I don't know how I'm going to do it, and that I miss them terribly, but I just take it day by day, moment by moment. I don't try and think ahead as to what I'm going to do or how, like, long-term things are going to work out. I just try and, literally take it moment by moment, and eventually you will be okay. I'm not saying that you won't have pain. I'm not saying that it won't hurt. I'm not saying that you won't cry years and years later, but eventually you'll be able to be okay.
I would tell the person that's going through what I went through that you are amazing, you are strong, you're independent, and you don't need somebody to make you the person that you are. You need to get away. It's the most important thing, because no matter how much you think you love them, love can only go so far whenever it's starting to tear you down as a person, because it's great when it's great, but when it's bad, it's horrible. And the bad can override the good. You just have to think, this is not what I want for the rest of my life. I don't want to see my kids have someone treat me like this and think that it's okay. You want to find someone that appreciates you, that makes you feel beautiful constantly and doesn't tear you down as a person, that supports you 100%, even through your mistakes, through your flaws. It's the most important thing, to find someone that you can be comfortable with and that cares and that builds you up and not tear you down.